everyone, it's Tina for Cat Scrappiness. Today I have something different to share with you. Cat has received kits from the Ukraine. She sent me the Botany Spring Kit to try out. I was quite surprised with the weight of the paper. I thought it was going to be super thin, and my pattern paper I don't necessarily want too thick, so it worked out pretty well. So I'm going to show you the kit. It comes with brads, and I haven't used brads in so long, but they're actually pretty cute. They definitely coordinate with the paper and the die cut pieces. So you get 4 of them. You get the die cut, and you have, most of them will come in 2 or more, but you do have quite a few that are 1. So that could be fun. It takes the guesswork out of, layering pieces. You have stickers. So there are some sentiment ones. It says, "Life is beautiful. Enjoy this life. My friends are my treasure. Enjoy every moment." And they're pretty cute. And then of course you have the paper pad, and they're 8 by 8. There are 10 sheets, and they are double-sided. So you get 10 patterns, double-sided. Okay, so look how pretty. So these are pieces that you can also fussy cut out. So that would be great for layering some things. So you have this sheet, and you have it twice, and you can place it this way or you can place it that way. It's all up to you. And actually, like I said, it's pretty sturdy. So here you have also pieces that you can trim out and layer on top. Oh, I like that. So we have that twice. This is pretty cute, and you can cut it in half so you get both sides. Yeah, for the price point, I find it's really worth it. I believe that Cat is selling it at $14.99. There's always specials going on, so you can definitely get this when she has 10% off, 20% off. Very nice. So I'm going to try to do a few cards just to give you some ideas, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to dive right into card number 1. So I am die cutting the Foliage Frame Die, and I've already done it. I put foam tape on the back, and I trimmed the pattern paper to 4 and 5 1/4. I'm adhering Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to the back side, and I'm going to adhere it to Nina Doesn't Storm cardstock. And so it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I scored it at 4 1/4. So I'm going to adhere the panel to the front of the card. So pretty. I thought this Foliage Frame Die would be perfect for this set. So I've added foam tape to the back, and I'm going to carefully insert it inside. Okay, there you go. Okay, and for this piece, I'm going to just lower it a little bit and put it on an angle. I'm going to need a little piece of foam tape at the bottom. And I'm going to adhere some glue. And now I'm going to tuck it. I want the eggs to show. I don't want to cover that. Okay. I'm going to take the brad that has the butterfly, which goes well with this color scheme. Adhere some glue to the back side, and I'm gonna stick it right there. I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to trim it bottom. I want those leaves to cover it. Okay, and I thought of adding some extra leaves, so again I'm going to just trim off a little bit. Adhere some glue and tuck it underneath. I'm going to be using the sticker Enjoy This Life, so I'm gonna just slightly tuck it over there. I decided to add some Nouveau crystal drops, and this one is bottle green, and I thought that would go very nicely as an accent. So I'm just going to apply some randomly. And there you go. Card number 1 is complete. For card number 2, I use the double stitched rectangles die, and I use the double stitched circles die to create a frame. So now I'm just going to carefully remove the painter's tape. And what's nice about this paper, like I said, it's double-sided, so I can actually use my center piece for the inside. That's going to be pretty. So I'm going to glue this down flat, and this will be popped up. So I'm going to just add some Nouveau Deluxe to the back. Okay. I'm going to place an acrylic block on top just to make sure that it dries flat, and while I'm doing that I'll adhere foam tape to this side. Okay, so I've chosen the butterfly, and I'm going to just adhere some glue to the back. Placing this on a slight angle. And I'm going to place this flower a little off, yeah, about that. I'm choosing a sticker from the sticker set, and this time it's Life is Beautiful, so I'm going to tuck it right there. So I felt this corner was missing something, so I decided to add another die cut. So I already removed part of the bottom so that it doesn't stick out too far. I wanted to bring some more pink into the card, so I'm using Nouveau Jewel drops, and this one is Rose Water. So I'm going to just randomly place some. And what I like about this one is that it dries translucent, so it's not overwhelming. We'll add a few more. and now the card is complete. For my third and final card, I'm doing an interactive card using the Fawn Lawn Let's Toast Pull Tab add-on. I've already gone ahead and die cut some pieces, and this is roughly what my layout is going to be. And so now I'm going to show you how I'm going to assemble everything. Okay, so for this panel, I used a double stitched rectangles die, and I used this die and I placed it just a little bit outside so that it would cut the nib over here. And now I more or less know where everything's going to go. So I've gone ahead and die cut these pieces, and we're going to attach them to the panel. So first things first, you want to know how low you want your interactive piece to move. So here is my grass, and I'm going to lower everything, and this seems about right. So I'm going to take the straight die, and I'm going to die cut it right about here. I'm going to place some painter's tape on it, or purple tape. I'm going to die cut it, and I'll be right back. For this piece, you need to fold on the score lines, and you need to fold it inwards on the first one, and then outwards. So inwards and outwards. And you can always trim if your image that you're interacting with is smaller than the panel, so you can cut it in half. I'm okay because it does cover everything. Okay, so now I'm taking my panel and my interactive piece, and I'm putting it through the little slit here. And now I'm going to glue these two so I can attach my piece. I'm using Nuvo Deluxe. And I'm placing my image on top. And there you go. Okay, now I'm going to use this piece, and again, you need to fold it on the score lines. And on the back side, I'm going to secure it with some double-sided tape. This will just make sure that the panel stays secure when you're moving it up and down. So I'm removing the release sheet, and I'm lifting up the panel just a little bit so that I can place this down. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And now I'm going to add a little bit of double-sided tape here. So I'm going to flip this down, fold that on top, and it's working fine. So now I want to adhere my two die cut pieces to the panel of the card, and this will these two pieces will stay securely to the panel itself. It's not going to move. Okay, so now it's time to adhere the grass, and I'm gonna use foam tape and I'm gonna double it up so that way it won't interact with the moving piece. So I've added my foam tape, and I'm removing the top release sheet, and I'm carefully aligning it to the bottom of the card, to the bottom of the panel. And we're going to test it out just to make sure that the sliding part doesn't stick, and it's perfect. So the next thing you want to do is you want to cut off the excess. So you need to make sure that your slider is all the way down. Otherwise you're going to have some that's going to stick, or it's going to be too short, and that's not going to work out. So it's all the way down. So I'm taking my scissors and I'm going to remove the excess. Perfect. I cut this piece using the same pattern paper from my panel. That way it'll match perfectly. And I'm folding it at the score line. And I'm going to adhere it directly to the slider. I'm going to use my tape runner just to add some tape. Gonna remove whatever excess was there. And now I'm going to add it to the top. And there you go. Now it's time to add it to the card front. Now I'm going to add some foam tape to the panel, and you need to be careful when you put the foam tape on because you don't want any obstruction to move your slider. So I'm adding it to the bottom. I'm adding it to the sides. Now I'm going to put 2 strips, but again staying away from the slider. So now I'm going to remove the release sheet. And I'm going to adhere this to the top of the card. Once again, I'm using the sentiment from the sticker sheet. My friends are my treasure. And I'm going to adhere it to the side of the panel. And that completes card number 3. So how much fun is that? So here are the 3 cards again that I've used with the Botany Spring Kit. It's a very, very pretty kit, so I encourage you to check it out. All the products that I've used are linked down below as well as on the blog. I want to wish you a wonderful day and see you again soon. Bye.